Hey everyone, it's Fantayzia and welcome to another Sims 4 discussion video. So today, let's talk about this whole redacted. So if you guys don't know, the sim gurus have been like teasing this redacted thing for quite some time now. And I think a lot of us are getting super impatient and way too curious of what this could be. I feel like there's been a lot of speculation about if it's generations or maybe something totally different, but like the next big expansion pack that we have no clues coming, like something we never expected. There's just so many discussions about it. So if you guys have no idea about this, I'm gonna just pull up this tweet just for like reference. So this comes from Sim Guru George and he states here, it's Monday and I've got to write some funny object text this week. Then some play testing the new redacted feature. Then he says it's hard not getting to share all the details. However, it is great getting to see all your reactions to the latest releases. Okay, and then Sim Guru PJ did reply saying, whoa, taking a page from Sim Guru Nova. You all are such teases. Now back to working on redacted. So that there's just another tease right there. So clearly the sim gurus are excited about this and I just wanted to discuss a little bit because I feel like it's been a while since I've kind of talked about like what could be the next big thing coming and stuff. And you know, I definitely like started feeling like, oh, we're not even gonna get generations. It seems like they're like kind of releasing generations features in separate game packs, which I mean, I definitely think that's a big possibility. So this could even be a game pack. Like this could be another game pack that has something that we've been wanting for so long. So obviously now we have better weddings, well, broken weddings, but they're supposed to be better weddings. And that's usually like a generations type of feature, and instead it's in its own pack. And then also there's parenthood, of course, that kind of like belongs in a generations pack, but it was done separately. So, you know, that keeps happening. Even like little things like, you know, we got a toddler stuff pack. I feel like a lot of those things would have been perfect in generations. So even the kids room stuff pack, you know, little things like that, I just feel like all fit into a generations pack because generations is supposed to be based on all the life features. It's supposed to give us more for toddlers, elders, kids, like everything. Just, you know, I feel like we've been getting little things for each age group. Like even, I mean, knitting is definitely not just for elders, anyone can do that, but everyone was so excited that like our elder sims can sit in a rocking chair and do knitting. So, you know, we got that in the stuff pack. And I feel like, you know, a lot of content gets divided with the sims. So I could see them splitting up generations. Maybe this is not generations at all. I don't know. If they do generations in a whole expansion pack, I'm wondering like what they could give us that would make it feel full enough. Only because I do think they could do a lot with generations, but just the fact now that no wedding features would be there, so no bachelor, bachelorette parties, none of that, you know, no parenthood things would be there. So that's removing weddings and parenting aspects. So I definitely think there's a lot of like family activities that we're missing, and there's definitely things with like growing up in general that aren't there, like prom, you know, things of that sort. Just different things that you experience as you grow up in high school, you know, as a young adult. Just like there's a lot of things that aren't there. Things with schooling, like I definitely think we need a whole overhaul with the education system. So I mean, they can do that too. Private school, boarding school, all of that fun stuff. So, you know, there's a lot they can still do with the generations pack, and like teaching teenagers to drive. That would mean that cars would need to come first. So that leads me to another thing. This whole redacted thing, like what if it's gonna be cars or better babies? You know, I feel like those are two things that are very highly requested. And I almost kind of feel like, you know, cars and babies might come before generations if we're getting generations. That's a big if. So I've mentioned that before, like, you know, I feel like an update would come out like before generations that give us better babies, you know, I could see it happening like that. And I also don't know if like we get like a free update for cars. I kind of have a feeling if we did get cars in The Sims 4, we would get like an update with like basic cars and then maybe a cars type of stuff pack, because we have gotten that in the past. In The Sims 3, there was a stuff pack that gave us a whole bunch of different kinds of cars. Also note here that Sim Guru George did say, then some time play testing the new redacted feature. So are they talking about like one new feature? Because a lot of times when we hear this redacted, right, it's kind of, it just leaves us guessing where like we don't know if it would be an expansion pack, one feature, a stuff pack, like we have no idea. But all we know is that it seems like it's something very exciting, because they've been like just teasing it for so long. So I'm like, when I just hear playtesting the new redacted feature, that makes me think it's not even a pack. I don't know. At first I'm like generations, then I'm like, no, like it's gonna be something that we've been wanting a lot, like one feature, like better babies. I can hope that it's better babies. I don't want to get my hopes up, but I can, you know, be hopeful that that's a possibility. They haven't confirmed or denied better babies. So I think this, I don't know, the way they're teasing it does kind of make me feel like that. Also, we're due for another expansion pack. It's just all really confusing. They could even be talking about like a feature that's coming before an expansion pack. So maybe it's kind of both. But I don't know. I want to know your guys' thoughts down below for sure. And I've been trying to think of like other things that we would like least expect, you know? Like what if it's something that none of us ever imagined? What if we're gonna like have the possibility? This is very unlikely, but just like a random thought that popped into my head. I don't think this is coming, but just the possibility to like make our own worlds. Like I don't mean like make our own worlds the way we could in The Sims 3. I'm talking like in The Sims 2 there was like different maps you could choose from and just like name them whatever you want, and then you could like fill them with lots, kind of like that. That's like, I don't think that's coming, so I'm not saying that to like, you know, make you guys think that's coming or something. No, not at all. There hasn't been any hints for that or anything, but I'm just like throwing that out there. Like, what if it's something like totally different that we usually wouldn't think of? So I want you guys to comment down below your ideas, because I feel like a lot of us will think of something that someone else may have never thought of. So definitely share your thoughts down below. Even if you think it's something that, you know, you're feeling like, oh, people are going to say this will never come. Still comment it down below, because you never know, right? We've been surprised with things very unexpectedly before. I mean, way back we were surprised with toddlers, and that came out of nowhere. So think about that. Like they really surprised us with toddlers. You know, sometimes we're getting all these hints for something that's coming and we kind of know it's coming, but then other times they actually do a really good job of hiding something, and then all of a sudden it releases and we're like, wait, what? Like I feel like we need another one of those surprises. The same way toddlers was. That was so unexpected for me. So I guess we'll see. Who knows? I'm gonna do some brainstorming. I love to just like write down different ideas, because sometimes I'll think of things that I never would have thought of originally. There's so many different things I would love to see in The Sims 4. So who knows? This could be anything. I feel like there's a lot of stuff missing. There is a lot of things that could be being worked on behind the scenes that we don't know about. Also, side note, super random, but do you guys think we're going to be getting like any other supernatural type of packs? Do you think they're going to be done with those, or do you think there's more to come? Because obviously there's still other supernaturals we don't have yet, like fairies, werewolves. I know a lot of people want werewolves. There's recently just been a new werewolf mod, and I didn't really cover that because I don't know, supernatural stuff doesn't always interest me that much, but which is weird because I love like Vampire Diaries and like, you know, I love supernatural shows. But when it comes to The Sims, I just play really realistically a lot of the times. Sometimes I'll do like a little bit of a supernatural type of story thrown into my realistic story, kind of like with my new Legacy LP. But for the most part, I stick to like a more realistic kind of play style. Yeah, but I will say I always have wanted fairies. I really do want fairies. I'm really feeling like this is going to be like one specific feature. I don't know if it'll be something in a free update or what. I mean, there is a chance they're still talking about an expansion pack, but like, you know, there's a chance Sim Guru George is talking about like playtesting a specific new feature in the expansion pack that's really exciting. I don't know, but I'm really curious. Hopefully we can find out soon. Hopefully we get like some more hints soon where we can kind of like put the pieces together. But with that said, you guys, I think that's pretty much it. I feel like, you know, I want to have more ideas that I can throw out to you guys, but the only things I'm really feeling is like expansion pack, generations, better babies, or cars. Those are like the only things I could think of that they would be so like just teasing all the time. I just think it has to be something that's been requested for a really long time and something that they really want to keep under wraps and not really give us any hints for. So with that said, let's do our notification shout out, and this one goes to you, Layla. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. I'm so glad that you love my Let's Plays. I appreciate the support, and if you guys want a chance to be in a notification shout out, all you gotta do is comment down below. So I'm gonna wrap this up here, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Discuss down below, speculate, all that fun stuff. And yeah, I hope you guys are all having an amazing day, and I love you guys all so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!